Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. So, yeah, this is just going to be a part 2 continuation. Trying to get my mind all together and organized. Boy, I'm telling you, I love that D baby, but I'm about to be glad when when I'm clear of a 2-year-old or 3-year-old. Well, 2. So, again, it reminded me of having children and just like feeling like locked down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I mean, I'm not trying to say it in that kind of light. I'm just saying that I'm at a different point in my life where I'm thinking, wanting to do different shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm back into my creativity, and I feel like, of course, well, this is like something that I'm doing or whatever. I'm always gonna be, rather her be here with me than anybody else. Um, but yeah, I just noticed, not even in a mean way, how I'm glad just to be a D-ma right now. She, unless I had, we better have super fucking nanny on the damn payroll up in this bitch for me to have some children. Boy, make me want to go listen, okay? So I just thought about it. I'm just thinking like, oh no. Because I used to think like, oh my goodness. Like if I see someone have like a child at like 40 or something, their first child, I'm like, oh my goodness. Woo. But like I said, I'm not saying anything by it because everybody's different. Because I feel like when you're older, you have a little bit more patience actually when you have children, possibly. But then again, if you're at a time in your life or whatever, you may not. When I was younger, I didn't have the patience. I had to teach myself how to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? I had to teach myself how to be patient and how to be a little bit more kind and just more, but aware. But I feel like, again, when it comes to children, you have to put all, I used to do daycare, or just babysitting. And, you have to be 100% on board or whatever. Like, you can't be like, not paying attention. And that's the thing. So, yeah, but she's taking a nap now. Okay. So I said, let me run down here. It's like that. When you have children, you have to work your way around like the schedule or whatnot. Okay. So again, we have 5 of Pentacles. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so this energy over here, I was sitting here thinking about, cause I be thinking about when we leave these on pause, on hold, it be, other things simmering here. Okay. So I feel like this started off with a masculine energy trying to, maybe a feminine energy, like I said, that's in this echoing hills. That's something like, someone speaking volumes on something to me. Okay. But I feel like this masculine energy walked away, but they walked away with some of this cup or her cup, like somebody's mental or their ideas or their, you know what I'm saying? I look at it as the holy grail, you know what I'm saying? Something, that nectar, you know what I'm saying? Um, that's what I feel like this is representing. And this cup nurturing most of this, or at least these 3 cups here. But I feel like this masculine energy, or with this, excuse me, or feminine, or whoever this is in their masculine energy, this was that energy of trapping someone, but also to have somebody walk away and abandon success. Okay, so like this could be, I was picking up that this could be, like I said, a masculine viewing someone while they're trapped like this. Okay, but it's almost like this masculine got off on whatever this was, though. Okay, and it's like with this 8 of Cups energy, usually that's like my Moshe card walking away. So you guys know I have something against like the Moabites and Moshe energy because of the laws that they put down that were not supposed to be for Israel. It was like kind of like a takeover, a slow takeover. But I feel like they were working with the U.S. corporation or working with other corporations like this in treaties, like Native American treaties and cultures to kill the white Indians, which again, I posted on my Instagram. This was a group of what I feel to be so-called black, old, autochthonous, they would have reign over all of these other people that came after. Okay, so again, when we're dealing with spiritual warfare and ancestral ties, we're dealing with that energy. So again, today that shit is working its way back out, but it's all being done behind the scenes because the people that are going to be ignorant about it are going to be, what I'm saying, those people that may not know their story, or the people that may not have like access to certain information or documents. Again, I put a post up, I guess it was like a reminder from like 4 years ago about systematic poverty, and it made me just go right back to what we were talking about. It said people with less income and less education. I don't know about that part. Okay. And something else leads to people taking control. Okay. But I feel like that's what I'm saying. Even if some of us are natural born, business people or entrepreneurs right now in this time, with what's going on with migratory and immigrant energy and this flood that's coming in. All right. I feel like it's systematic things being put in place to hinder, again, those original peoples and allow other new people to come into the country that they feel are more vibrant or worker slave images energy, because I feel like that's what this is all about. I was just watching a little clip from that Gods and Kings. I posted it on my Facebook, Shay Seeking. Okay. And it's like it was talking about like the wars between the gods. I think it's the War of the Gods or something like this or whatever. I can't remember what the movie is. But the dude from 300 played in it. Okay. And it was when they were about to be fighting. Then they went to Ra to kind of settle it, but Ra didn't want to get in the middle of whatever the fight was that was going on. But then that's another thing like that. Like I feel like one of these masculines is a brother. Like I'm looked at as a brother energy, but they finesse me and breadcrumb me with love and war and love bombing, as a feminine energy. But whole time it's all these masculine energies versus this feminine energy, but also trying to get her into a submissive role as one of their husbands, right? So these, like I said, this could be like brothers from like a group or a society or something like this, or it could be actual, somewhat of siblings. I don't know. Like I said, soul siblings. Okay. I don't think we're talking about brothers and sisters in real like right now, but again, I feel like some people's, soulmates and stuff have come back in the form now, okay, of being people that, maybe you may look at it some kind of weird way, but I feel like energetically there may be a cousin or a brother that's the soulmate, for to teach you a lesson or for something else, right? And I feel like again, for some of us, I feel like this has to do with like programming or something though too. And it's almost like a way for women to be in a loveless energy, because the people, I feel like some people may not mind, or there may be mind control heavy enough to control people that they don't see shit the same. I feel like there's something weird like that, like incest or something going on here. All right. Very incessive, however you want to look at that. All right. But again, maybe again, this could be an energy of people transmuting or transferring energy, and then the energy of the people that the lovers that you have may not even be accessible, that's not family members. Rather, this is distant cousins, like again, other people that are in society in higher elevated statuses that could be a part of your bloodlines and your lineage or whatever. And that's what those are who I call distant relatives. So it could be like a movie star or some shit like this that is a family member of yours. But again, it leads back into the have and the have nots. All right. So I feel like again, for those of us that are really on the spiritual ancestral side, the more powerful ones that are supposed to be holding leadership positions and shit like that right now, we are the ones being burdened or having our homes attacked or our finances or your workplace or your job. You may even have the same job and you have lower rent or something like that, but all of a sudden it just seems like in these times right now, it's just not enough. It's always been enough before and then some, maybe even enough to save a little bit. But for some reason, maybe it's gas prices, whatever this other shit is, that, right now it seems like what's going on is the struggle is being put on Americans. We are having to pay these things. Like I keep seeing this article or this ad coming up with this guy talking about AOC and how they're coming with good ideas, what I'm saying, to government or whatever like this. But the whole thing, if you really look at it, is they're talking about providing all these free things and all these gifts for these people that are coming in. Okay. So again, on that movie of Gods and Kings or whatever it was, War of Gods, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. It was a point when a brother was coming in, like he was coming in with a gesture of kindness, but he was actually bringing in warriors into the land to invade or whatever. Okay. And he took his brother's eyes and so on and so forth. Now, these eyes could be women, or because again, these seers, okay, these oracles, okay. So again, maybe nobody didn't take somebody's eyeballs out, right? But they may have taken their eyes, because again, women were the ones that men went to for strategic methods, for land layouts and shit like this, where treasures were hidden, especially oracles, seers, and scryers. Okay. So again, I feel like right now, instead of coming to you making some kind of agreement, maybe to the past 200 years, that they found out ways to get into your mind with hypnosis and all these other fucking things. All right. Tapping into your Akashic records to steal the shit without, and then just leave you empty. Okay. And then again, bring everything to their gods. So this is the energy of these gods in the Bible, or these Lord energies, that the feminine energies are saying, you kill my children, you know what I'm saying, you sacrifice my children to your idols. Okay. So again, that's the energy, like I'm saying. This could be different ways of sacrificing, allowing harmful things to come into your life and attack your children, demonic energy, entities, and things like this. Okay, obstacles and things like this. Okay, jobs be not that you should be having that you keep getting passed over for positions, or what this could be like, coordination, or even you know what I'm saying, with mates or whatever. Like again, the way that the gods or the ancestors set it up is that there was a strong presence of this in the beginning, but now with all of these different energies and entities intertwining, you know what I'm saying, masculine energies even got their nose in the air looking and sniffing out for other energies to attach to. Those are the sexual immoralities that were happening amongst tribes and groups, right? It wasn't like somebody was having sex with someone else, like yoni energy, phallus energy, or cup and wand energy. This was people working with women from other groups in order to what? I don't know. You'll have to look for it. I don't know. You'll have to look for it. Look in the bathroom, in the drawers and the cabinets. Um, Goodness. So where was I at? So again, like I said, those are the sexual immoralities, okay? So again, say you're Midwest, but the masculine tends to like women from the island, or your masculine tends to like women from the East Coast, or something like this. This is conspiring because these women were dealing with dark magic and shit like this, okay? Probably jinn energies and shit like this, okay? And this was, they may think that the American women are hating, and they may like the taste of this new flavor of something coming in, but the women were warning them that really, in all actuality, some of this shit have been like women that snuck their way in, or were planted or sent to these men to feed off of them some kind of way. But these women could also, with witchcraft and sorcery, get these men to think that it's their women that they need to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? You're nurturing women. You're women that may be at ease, that maybe, you know what I'm saying, think they just have to use their mind, right? Because these would be the women. It wouldn't be the foreign women that would be showing them these gifts and these things that to do on this land. It would be the original women. Okay? So again, then these men take what they can from these original women, leave them abandoned, or Papa was a Rolling Stone, and go rolling off with all these new flavors that's coming in, or these new whips and shit like that that's coming in, these foreign whips. All right. So again, and they're happy and applauding about it, but at the same time, you know, they may be in hustle mode, but like it's all about that, something about the cultural aesthetics of Americans and how we build. But I feel like, again, there is a work ethic to these people that are coming in, that Americans are not willing to just drop down and on their knees and beg for a job for $7 or $8 an hour. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't talking about $15 an hour or something, I don't give a fuck if I went to school for something or not. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather think of how I can make my own money. But see, I feel like the systematic part here is with using internet algorithm and tech to block some people, right? And then let others get through. You know what I'm saying? You know for a fact that your shit should be like, regardless if you put keywords or whatever, by this time you should be past where you're at. If there's no subscribers on your channel for a year, and you're getting out content that actually you can even hear your voice ringing through other people's energy, all right? They're bringing forth shit that's personal that they can only get if they got from you, but you don't even have one subscriber in a year or 2 years, that's a problem. That means somebody's fucking with the algorithm. So this, in 2022, this would be what systematic racism would look like, or even, like I'm saying, some energy of possible. But let's think about white privilege as also people that are playing the part of white individuals or autochthonous people. All right. And they're being privileged, and what they're using with their privilege and their power is to keep the originals in the dark. Okay. But your high class originals, or your elevated, exalted originals, even maybe part of your family line, may join with these people unknowingly or knowingly, because some people are being scouted out for who they are, their lineage and shit. All right. And you know what I'm saying? And then joining up with these people here. Okay. Whether they're doing it on purpose and they know what they're doing, or they don't. Okay. Because I feel like a lot of secrets were with these women. A lot of things, these men didn't know outright that they were dealing with magic and doing all this stuff, or wouldn't believe, they would just think that their wife or their old friend or the people that they grew up with on this land were being jealous because of whatever they were doing with these other people. But no, this is how you crush a nation. Okay. So again, us being realizing this shit right now with spiritual warfare, biblical, and all this all intertwined, even the Egyptian shit is running its course right now. There are gods and goddesses on this plane. It's thriving. It's running through your blood, through your veins. Okay. So again, I feel like this is this energy here. I feel like whatever lot I come from is these people here, like, or whatever has stuck to me, meaning that you may be like the black sheep or the odd man out in every situation that you get into. It seemed like, it's so abundant and full, but everybody, tend to leave, but they always gonna have to come the fuck back after they go through this train wreck of whatever they went through with this magic, because they thought the shit was cute. Maybe when they were using it on you. And the thing about the American women is we held weight. We were the ones running nations over here. All right. So again, when they got these other women in here that could subdue us or try to get us under their control, which again, I find that's that whole energy of Hera too, finding these wives and shutting their ass down. Because these wives were taking from, I feel like this is with Sheba and Hera heavy right now. Okay. These other people were taking their abundance, their ideas, their business things, their maybe even things from their temples and shit like this, and building with it. Right. And then saying, hey, oh, look at these broke people. But all in all, bitch, you just made all this money off of a motherfucker. Like, what is you talking about? People lying, talking about some story is theirs when they're tapped into your Akashic or into your gifts or whatever and found out about you and wrote about your story. So these are crazed, obsessed fans, right? And then they get with these men and then they start sending out these little subliminal or covert war attacks or tactics. Yeah, go over there and end this with this person and da. Right? Because again, if a real masculine energy, again, when we're talking about this soil here, all right, you're going to make sure that the smart thing to do would have been made sure that your American woman is held down, right? If you really wanted to get the land back. That ain't what they wanted, though. You see what I'm saying? If you really, you would know that the American women or the indigenous or autochthonous women should have been held down first. So when you go playing with these bitches and you come back, you know what I'm saying? She's already still with her ideas of shit building, even if somebody took from her cup. If somebody took from her abundant nature or took from her cup, it wouldn't matter because that while you over there playing with them, she gonna just be strategizing. She gonna be holding down the fort, and she also gonna be doing that. So again, I feel like that's the energy here, to keep these women in despair, not knowing where their meal may come from or something like this, overburdened with the children while Papa's playing a Rolling Stone. It's something like this, because I feel like this abundance, like this, give me that old energy or that Oprah fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be a celebration or something right now here. Okay. What? But somebody want to turn that upside down because you don't want to accept these foreign energies coming in here taking basically taking the fucking mic. And I think I put a post up about that the other day. They allowing another motherfucker to come in here and take the mic of the Empress, silence the Empress, and give another bitch the mic. And it's just like I don't see how that can be logical, because now when this bitch take you for everything and you come back to me because you care about me or you whatever this still ain't gonna be shit, right? Now again, there may be some people that are that abundant that it wouldn't matter to them, but I still think that a lot of these men's world are crushing down in a sense, all right, by whatever they have been doing with these sexual immoralities, pillow talking, you know what I'm saying, about the wife at home, you know what I'm saying, and then giving these bitches ideas, right? So that they can have ammo to come at your Empress that's supposed to be holding the fort down. I don't know. It just sounds a little bit crazy to me. Like, men did go to women about war tactics. That's just how it was in times of antiquity. All right? So again, it causes also like this guarded. This also makes me think about a guarded energy here. All right? Celebrating by somebody's self here. All right, but it's in reverse here. So I guess somebody don't even want somebody to be able to celebrate by themselves. Like a motherfucker don't want to celebrate with her, but they also don't want her to celebrate with nobody else. When we talking about this dream time creation, somebody might be getting back in tune or tapping back in with their dreams here. All right, excuse me. They may have had to be isolated or in solitude by themselves for a long time, figuring shit out on their own, dealing with warpath, also the house, holding the fort down, protecting the children spiritually, physically. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a motivational speaker for the people. It's all this. And there's no nothing that comes to these people. It's all take. It's all unrequited. There's no growth. Even the shit that you can do or you were doing before these energies came in, it seemed like it's stagnant, right? So there's some things that are our fault and we do, and we may look at that shit and say, yeah, you shouldn't have did that or clean that shit up. But at the same time, you have to also look at warfare. This is warfare. This is covert warfare, basically. Okay? So again, it's funny because this is the funniest thing. I just went online, and this is how Source do, man. Put people in my feed. All right. So I'm like, oh, this is a new face in my feed. Why? And I noticed it said Taurus. And I noticed it said something about a fairy. And I noticed that we was just doing this card right here with this person. And I said it might be a Knight of Wands messing around with this spirit energy. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I go on there and I'm like, well, damn, ain't that funny? This person got fairy in their name, you know, in their YouTube name or whatever. And there's another so-called seer, but she's reading off a piece of paper. But I guess, you know, that's just what it is. All right. You know, people do take notes, but I'm just saying, like, shit like that. I don't know what she was saying. It should have just came natural, but I don't know. So I feel like this is what had this devil tied up here. All right. So somebody in their devil energy, even. This is what had somebody tied up away from somebody that may be creative here, that may have been supposed to be celebrating right now. But again, this fairy energy that he was dealing with had him wrapped up, and also had this woman's wheel of fortune in reverse here. Okay. And I also think that this cup here, I don't know why I keep on hearing like, another thing came in my feed. It was like something by that Summer Walker was brought into my energy the other day. Something about a baby and something about babies here. Okay. Something about babies, baby snatching, womb work, womb magic, or some shit like this. Okay. And I was going through my feed, and this would make me think like, damn, it's a masculine that must be pushed away or cut out, because just seeing that, and like I said, Walker energy zombies. I told you now zombies are running things over these people, over some of us now. Okay, because of the fuck ups that some of our people did, our masculine, feminine, or parents or whatever. Okay, so this is the scapegoat energy where they're looking at ways to end people finally, or kill them or whatever, act like they never existed. All right. So again, this is that energy. If these females can sense that that masculine is still in touch with you or connected to you, they're going to go ahead and amp up on things. And this could also put the masculine's or feminine's life at risk. Okay. So I feel like what I'm picking up is there's something about, like I said, a babe or something like this. Okay. And somebody might even be trying to taunt someone. Okay. They may be like asking, like a song came on the other day, like what's a good name? All right. So this lets me know, again, like womb magic energy, something like that. You may notice things about your body physically or whatever. And then all of a sudden this feels like a loss, and you're going through a loss, right? And then all of a sudden you see somebody pop up pregnant. Okay, maybe even somebody that may be popular or something like this. And then you're just like, oh, okay, because I already sense that energy, and my energy field possibly with this masculine. But I want to do he know that somebody might be dealing with. And I'm not saying this had to be this summer girl. I'm just saying. You may realize that, you know what I'm saying, it's some shit like this, all right? Because this is also the point of expanding the population. There may be good things about it, and there may be bad. But it's like, forget the feminine energy. We just want her eggs, like in Jupiter ascending, okay? And we want her children. We want her eggs and her children. We're going to block this bitch from everything. And that's what's going on here systematically, spiritually, so-called religiously, because religious just means something that you do at a skill that you are very accurate, and you're very on top of it, and you're, you know, kind of like obsessed with it. That's what religious or religious actually means to a certain extent. So again, it's not like the church. It's like a way of doing things. It's like more of an action, or a, you know, something like that. So again, I feel like whatever this masculine was doing here, and so again, I already was like, boop, got it. Source had me looked at the girl's video for 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, this one of these little bitches, somebody trying to train up to try to tell me how to do what the fuck I'm doing over here. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? It just was very specific. You get what I'm saying? The message was very specific. And that's when I just, like a fly, swat out the way. Okay? Like, it's not happening. So I feel like this is this energy. Could be even a masculine warning, I'm going to be moving on, or this is something better. But it always keeps coming crashing down until it's almost till you do right by me. Okay? And I don't get it. It's very repetitive. So this has to have to do with mind control, period. You're not going to tell me nothing else. And spell work. Spell work could also be spelling, writing out a letter, or writing something, a police report, a false police report against someone, right? Writing up documents on someone here, all right? Getting with a masculine to take their power, and then also take it in for your own self, so you can have control of this masculine energy now. And this is how, again, time and time again, foreigners come in here during these floods, and they take, all right? So again, the administration right now is breaking the rules by allowing another flood to happen, because that's what it is. You can keep talking at the border control or whatever, but it's a flood. Period. Okay? So we have stand in the light, Lolo. Okay, so this is some type of, probably somebody's going through a transformation or coming into getting their wings or something like this. Do what? I don't think I can, because it's not gonna let me. It might not let me continue to be online.
What do you mean?
Well, I just did it. Okay. So yeah, but I guess this energy here. I can't tell if this is La Luna or the sun, the soul. Okay, but it looks like a mixture of the two. Maybe is this give me lunar energy here, but the sun is starting to shine again. Okay. So again, after whatever's been done in the dark, now the sun is gonna shine. But this could also be where they try to, end the sun or kill the sun, the actual like son of God energy. All right. Um, it's something about the son of David. Okay. Some people are still looking to the son of David. Okay. So we have for Five of Pentacles here. All right. And I'm even trying to think what the Five of Pentacles is, but we're just going to, well, that's why I like these have the description at the bottom. But again, this pentacle in the middle here is this Taurus energy here with these horns, okay? Or even, I'm even seeing like bison energy, okay? It says the Lord of material trouble, okay? So again, this might be, again, somebody taking away your material, like, I don't know. It's like someone coming to take things, like Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? People may be about to lose their houses or their cars. A lot of people might have gained a lot of abundance really fast right now by stealing or earning it, whatever they've been doing, okay? And that some of this abundance, because of the nature of the way that they did it and how they treated people when they were doing it, now the tables are going to be turning here, okay? In the Lord of material troubles, I feel like this may be somebody bringing troubles to people. This could also be bringing troubles to innocent people or people that people are just at war with, or the ones that they blocked out purposely. This ain't God blocking a lot of y'all out. It's 5G and other shit blocking you out. It's witchcraft and spell work and jar magic like this that's keeping you out. It's bitches that, are drinking from your cup, that's biting the hands that fucking feed them. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. It's people trying to make sure you don't get money in your hands because you know the secrets. They may have been stealing your material. May have been watching you, write music or poetry and taking that shit and using it in their books or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know what the fuck. This is why they got rid of the Gnostics, right? But not today, okay? Because I already know that what the fuck you doing to know that. You see what I'm saying? It's this, okay? So again, with this Five of Pentacles, this makes me think about they coming to take from this bull energy, but it's almost like this red bull that got wings, all right? That know that they can fly away, all right? So I feel like this is a group of people coming for someone. It's coming for someone. These people should be supported, but this lets you know that what I'm talking about the Midwest being Chirac or Afghanistan energy, period. They telling you one thing, it means something the fuck else, okay? And that's what's going on right now with the, again, they're able to keep it under wraps. I don't know if it's by a whole collective, like the whole community anymore. I don't know if it's that easy to hide anymore. Okay? The line has already been drawn in the sand. All right? People are making moves, executive decisions behind the scenes against executive people. These could be people from your lineage, your family and lines and shit like this that you put onto the game, and they using the game against you. Because you just think the way that people used to do it before colonizers came in, they didn't have no documents and shit like that. It just was what it was. Everybody knew what it was. They knew about boundaries. They respected them, and that was it. You give them an inch, they take a fucking mile. All right? Or the whole land. All right? So that's why it's like a no nonsense with me. And if motherfuckers want to go and do what they doing or whatever, then you'll see. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I know I can fly away. All right? You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? Something like this. All right? But I also feel like, again, there's something about immorality here and someone giving a gift of something here, okay? Like somebody being maybe, some beings maybe like immortal, meaning your soul is going to go on regardless of what body or vessel it comes back to this plane in. Some people have already probably found a home or a host. All right. So Lord of hosts, this may be a Lord. We talked about that earlier. This may be a Lord that finds different temples for people to reside in. All right. After they pass, they go back to those mountains, which could be individuals like me or you or anybody. All right. So with this attachment here, with this owl energy, this is almost like this could be for good or bad. You know, I'm hearing strumming my pain with his fingers. So this could be somebody playing around in your head here that may be representing this owl energy here. Okay, this may have been somebody that worked their way, and you may have even been standoffish to this energy, but they still was able to work their way in. They still think you won't turn against them or you want to protect yourself, right? But then also I feel like there's a light and dark aspect of this. This is a as above, so below aspect to this. Okay, this is making me think about like Lucifer and Michael on Lucifer being brothers and kind of looking like each other. So again, there's something here, okay, about a good Lord and one that's not so good, okay? One wants to control somebody, put him back in his jar, and somebody is like trying to free the sun, okay? Or build with the sun, because there's like land and shit right here. All right. It's like look like a little bit of a like yeah, some kind of land or something like this in the sun. Okay. So again, we have the Princess of Cups. Okay, so stand in the light. Okay, so we have the Princess of Cups. All right, so again, you may be an older woman, but you could still be in a Princess of Cups energy. Okay, but this could also be talking about a youthful person, because again, right now they're switching up the dynamic. It's like an upside down world. Okay, it's like an upside down world. All right, and so again, a princess, youthful women are being put in maiden energy or matriarch energy, right? Because the men can control them with money, weaves, eyelashes, eyelash businesses and shit like that. But it usually caps there. It stops there. All right. And if you're popular or something, you can take that shit real far. You know what I'm saying? And so again, it's something like this. The real women that have the wisdom and have all of the grace and have all of the nation building skills and all the, you know, Akashic energy, they keep them real little or behind the scenes. All right. I feel like some people really think they're protecting them, but some of them know exactly what they're doing. All right. Keeping people down so that they don't have any type of way to breathe. It's like I can't breathe. Okay, I think that's a song by that by her. Okay, so again, that's what I feel like is going on with that. All right, so again, an older woman, they could be calling you elder on paper so they can get some type of benefits for you. Okay, they can try to call you insane so they can get benefits. They're calling people that are sane, that have lots of knowledge, crazy, so that people can have access to them to continue to rape and pillage these women. Period. It don't matter what you say to me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right. So again, just because everybody want to say peace, 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 those who say peace when it's war, boom, it's just there. All right. So we have the Princess of Cups, which could be an older woman. Even this card just look like an older woman. Okay. And we also have this whale energy or this dolphin energy here, whatever that is. Okay. Y'all see it. But we have the turtle here. All right. With this cup. All right. And then we have this swan. Okay. So this might be an ugly goose or something turned to a swan. That could be physically ugly, or this could be somebody that had an ugly attitude or something like this. Okay. That's been turned into a swan. All right. Or something that's just very abundant. But we also have two sunflowers hiding back here. All right. We have this whale, or like I said, again, there might be having something to do with this breach here, like a breach in a contract, somebody putting someone in a contract as someone else. So this is about wife swapping, identity crisis, stolen identity and destiny. Okay. And then we have this black water energy, which again is some black water energy off the east coast of this land that have to do with these certain people were the first people. Somebody could even call it Africa in America. You get what I'm saying? All right, on old world maps is where I found it. All right. So again, yeah. But we also have just a swan's head right here. Like the body has been taken away from this swan. We just see the neck. All right. It's really big. It's a lot bigger than this one. All right. It's a lot bigger than this one. So again, all eyes might be on this swan here that may be a little child or something, because this swan's neck is coming off of this lady's body right here. So again, maybe she went even from being a swan, beheaded as a swan, to back into some type of like warrior energy here. Okay. Okay, so we have this energy of release, the autumnal equinox. Okay, so something about like releasing something. Okay, But we have this in reverse, all right? And we have this energy, like I said, of this King of Swords back, all right? He has a contract or something in his hand. And remember, Hathor, okay? So I think it was Set, maybe, excuse me, ended up winning Hathor in that movie. Like he was gonna kill somebody, and then she said, "Okay, okay, okay, I'll marry you," or whatever, for a year or something. It was something like this, and it's so funny because I said for the next year I'm about to do this, boom, boom, boom. All right. So again, and I feel like there is a force or a hidden force, a masculine energy that may be afraid of rejection. Maybe it might even be that energy of a short gray. Okay, from our Akashic and Martian deck. But there's something about building a foundation. Now, something has already been laid here, okay? Somebody laid out the premises, okay? They maybe manifested or laid out the premises of this blueprint or whatever, okay? Somebody else has the blueprint or somebody is the blueprint, all right? But somebody's coming here to cut a tree down, period, all right? And that's kind of like what was going on in that movie, okay? But then they turned into those gold brass beasts and they went up in the air, okay? So this may be talking about an heir, a certain heir, a person in the family, or, you know, like they came from the underworld and went up high, or you know, some shit like that, okay? Or north old. We even have this energy of this shining on the back of on the top of his head here, all right? But the girl, the Queen of Swords in here, she has this light on the top of her sword, okay? But again, his sword is down. It's almost like he's giving a chance, like, bitch, you coming with me or not? You know what I'm saying? You mine or what? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is definitely this energy here. This King of Swords could be anybody here. But I feel like this is a masculine energy that'll do anything to get to have control of or something of a feminine energy here. All right? Yeah. But again, there's something about cutting down this tree, though. It's something they may even be getting. Listen, this Princess of Cups could also be somebody by water right now, okay? So again, this Princess of Cups energy, I said somebody and their daughter. So my daughter is chilling by water right now, okay? She even called me and I was listening to a seal with her last night or whatever. So this energy makes me think that with this Akashic and me catching or finding out that a bitch kind of probably wrote a whole book after tapping into my Akashic, right? Okay, so again, I was saying, damn, what if every time when my daughter goes, you know what I'm saying, to a certain place or whatever, you know, there might be people doing witchcraft on her because some of us are being, you know, tracked by your phone or whatever. Period. Okay? So again, we're dealing with Esther, ET energy or celestial energy or whatever, and we're dealing with other beings too, okay? So again, this makes me think that whatever they're trying to get from this energy could be a child of yours or something like this, and the mother, this person is trying to use it here, okay? This may even be somebody dipping in on what your children do for work so that they can exploit it or expose them, all right? And again, lo and behold, the people that they are trying to put above you is the ones they should be checking. These are the people that are not vetting before letting them into our borders. 800,000, 8 million, whatever the fuck it is, okay? These are the people that they're not vetting to see if they're insane or if they're crazy or if they deal with witchcraft or if they deal with magic. So this is not about being racist or anything like that about anybody. This is about the truth. It's about cycles. It's about patterns. It's about this story and her story. It's about the women's story being even held out of the Bible and more vilified in the biblical text, or like they're a slut or they're doing something wrong all the time. And again, we're hiding the fact of what was really going on here. All right? There's a lot of jealousy, envy, and strife, period. Okay? Especially if they're bringing these people from poor places in third world countries. They look at especially so-called Black Americans as lazy, and you got this opportunity to be in America and you're not doing anything with it, but they don't see the systematic things that are in place. This could be your own people also, the people from above, or people that may, you know what I'm saying, be over you as governors, that may be politicians and stuff like this. They're looking at you like this too. Because again, they want a whole slave race. So instead of from the crib, okay, or what they say from something, a pipeline to prison or some shit like that, okay, is a pipeline to slavery. Even though nothing ain't even really being made in America anymore, it's all being made in China. So then that must mean that China's presence is heavy here in America. I don't even know where that came from. All right. Yeah, so whatever this person has been doing here, okay? Whatever this person is planning on doing, I feel justice is going to be served. Something is going to be balanced with this yin and this yang, all right? This may even be a love interest of yours, period. I also see Libra here, okay? I'm seeing Libra here, and I'm hearing the number 11, okay? Maybe even 22, okay? But there's something about signatures and shit here too. Something being signed off on. All right. I don't know what this sign is here. All right. Maybe y'all know what it is. I don't know what this represents here. But I know that this is like, you know, like, well, it's not an Ankh. It doesn't look like one to me, but it's kind of like the female or Venus, maybe. I don't know if what the horns are missing. The Taurus energy is missing though. So again, but like that, like I said, we have this energy of the yin and yang here, all right? And this says that this is the daughter of the Lord of Truth, okay? So again, this could be something where somebody was trying to do something, but the truth really is that it may not be true, okay? This would be like somebody trying to say that somebody's daughter is a whore or something like this, but really they're using illusions, right? Or they're using some kind of manipulation. Now, the daughter may be someone that, you know, does something in a certain industry, or you know, she's just very beautiful, or she does something like this or whatever with her body or something, but she may not be a prostitute, okay? And somebody's trying to, it's like that. Like somebody's trying to dirty somebody's daughter's image. You know, people have fetishes, secret shit that they do. So again, these people think that they can go into your private life, but it's how did you know that? How did you know anything about these people? What are you using that you know? Okay? So I feel like this is something like this. Somebody knows something about somebody or whatever, and they're trying to see how far they got to dig, all right? For somebody to pipe down. So it's like, you better shut up or else I'm going to expose you. Okay. Like somebody's like, all the shit I know or whatever, and I ain't saying nothing. So this is somebody that been in your Akashic, period. All right. And then it's funny that we got this owl energy on this girl's head. All right. And I feel like with this love potion energy or this love bombing, someone thinks that you're not going to stand on your own. Now, I feel like this is also somebody throwing dirt on somebody's old name, but you ain't did shit to show me have you changed. And that's just the real. Okay. Because I talk about real shit that I'm really, you know what I'm saying, going through, motherfucker, or I'm really witnessing or whatever, or I sense when I pick up on somebody's energy. All right. So we have the Desert Vision Quest in reverse. And I feel like somebody was trying to put somebody through a dry spell, possibly where they would not be able to see things clearly. Maybe even your pineal, even trying to drain your cup. All right. Trying to drain your cup, dude. This might even be somebody's dealing with somebody's fertility here. Trying to mess up somebody's fertility here. I don't know why I'm hearing like a hysterectomy, because I'm hearing something like if they say that I'm in the desert or whatever, I'm not there. But I feel like this is a sense of a womb. That desert sometimes represents women, you know, because things change when you go through that time or whatever. But I feel like this is representing dry land, or land could also soil, could be people, okay? So again, this could be somebody, I'm thinking like somebody that have a hysterectomy or something like this, okay? I mean, it's just, it is what it is. This is why, I mean, y'all don't have to see it the way I see it here, okay? I have a different way of like approach or whatever of explaining what I'm saying, but it just is what it is, okay? So again, this person could have even been working with your mother or a grandmother or an elder or an ancestor, okay? Because I feel like every ancestor that come in is not of the white light, excuse me. Some are of the dark, excuse me. But I feel like in this image, they're co-signing off on the white light. The dark light don't have no light, don't have no signature, okay? So what did we have that just fell on the floor here? All right, so we have, again, the Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. Excuse me, and I feel like the Five of Swords is my not so fast, okay? So again, you could have even a presence of a feminine energy coming at you spiritually, or using other people to do this as a tactic to scare, a scare tactic or something like this. All right. Damn. Because I feel like this masculine represent right on this sun is making me think that a sun is expired, or whoever would have been somebody connected to this masculine energy before this person trapped someone here. Okay. It was on top of this person, and now this person is on top. Okay. And they're coming to chop down a tree, a really big tree, and build a foundation there instead. So that's kind of like what we were seeing with Set and Horus. That's definitely what I'm feeling like, okay? We have And with this five of swords, it's the Lord of defeat. But I feel like justice is being balanced out, and somebody's coming in smacking this damn swords out of somebody's hand and then sending them on their damn way. Whoever that could be, it could be me. It could be somebody else. We do have, again, look like somewhat that Venus or whatever energy here, but we also have Aquarius. All right. So again, this could be air energy, right? This could be a lord of air or water here. I see, no, those don't look like, but then all these birds right here. See? Okay, so that's what it's been making me think about Revelations, I think, when it says something about, has become a habitation of, all the vile or foul birds or something like that. All right. So again, you notice that these things are in reverse, but also they are the handles to these swords. So this is air energy. I told y'all about air energies. Excuse me. Also the Skeksis, right? Some turning into vapor and some turning into ashes. Okay. And so this is making me think that whatever's behind this could be a swan. It could be this hawk energy, Hawkins energy. All right. Pearl Hawkins. Well, a Hawkins energy. Okay. It could be, some kind of goose or something like this. Okay. And then there could be something else about, like, I don't know what this is, like a parakeet. So this might be island energy. Okay. But we do have water here and we have that same sign down here. And these swords are stabbing something like this cluster, especially this one that has this, damn, like a maze or something. But this kind of look like